Well, it's been a minute since I've done an update on the garden. Well, since last year. The front yard is looking great. We've got apple trees I've started from seed, the roses, the irises looking fabulous. Plum tree, poppies, mint. I got an elm. The hibiscus is coming back. The lilac was amazing. It smelled so good. Oh, look, another tiny, tiny bloom left. Oh, you could smell it in the house. It's a dwarf lilac. Japanese, I think. Anyway, I have quite a garden this year. The yellow irises are blooming. We've had an issue. Oh, and the Mexican petunias and 4 o'clocks. There's Tachao. Sunflowers. Let's see. We'll start here. I'll try not to make you dizzy. Cabbages. I've got potatoes. I've got to get some dirt on there blooming. We've got onions and shallots in this bed in here that I'm fixing to weed again and trim. But before I got my hands dirty, I figured I'd shoot a video. Poppies, sunflowers. We've got carrots, comfrey. I've got 5 different kinds of bee balm. I've always loved bee balm. I just love it. We have some balsam impatiens, fennel, arnica, more poppies. I made myself a little citrus grove. I started the dwarf. Bought the dwarf lime, the biggest one. And then I took 2 cuttings and rooted. Actually did 4, but gave 2 away. And then I have some other little citrus trees. They're blood oranges that I started from seed. Bee balm. I started 5 apple trees, 5 Bartlett pears, and an apricot from seed. It's going to take forever, but hopefully they'll grow. I mean, I've got a bunch of apple trees in the yard that I've started from seed, and they're all looking pretty good. We'll look at a few up close. Here's our big apple trees. We got a harvest off of them last year. It looks like we're going to get a good harvest this year if all goes well. That peach over there is loaded. I started this flower from seed. It's called a lacy something. Phalacia. Focus. It's really pretty. I just stuck it in that pot because I didn't have... What are you doing in Blondie's pen? There's a blue chicken. And the rabbits eating their kale. We can't get these girls to have babies this year for some reason. Anyway, yeah, my little citrus grove. We're going with this weed blocker this year because last year was ridiculous. Wild lettuce. I have some Chinese or Japanese greens we've been eating on all winter. Another poppy. The asparagus needs weeded and mulched, but we've gotten a decent harvest off of it this year. Salad greens that are going to bloom. Lettuce seeds that need in the ground. More cabbages, kale, cauliflower, lemongrass, cilantro, which I used to hate, but now I love. Weird. Chard and celery. I've got some climbing beans planted here. My peas are finally blooming. I had bad germination until I soaked my seeds. And now all the short ones, yep, they're starting to come up. There's a tomato hiding. There's a tomato. There's a good looking tomato. My tomatoes, the poor things. I mean, they're coming back, but I shocked the shit out of them. As soon as I up-potted them from their soil blocks to their solo cups, they went nuts. And I swear, within 10 days, less than 2 weeks, they were just running me out of my grow tent. That's just more cilantro. I just scattered a bunch of seed. And yeah, there's another little poor tomato that's doing okay. They're coming back. I got eggshells and all kinds of good stuff on them. Oh, there's a pea I can pick. I need to pick peas. Oh, looky there. I need to pick peas. Basil I started in the tent that I pruned back really hard, and it's coming back. Another impatient. Those are the kind that can grow in the sun. Now, these weird looking peppers, I grew over winter in the tent. And I shocked them too because I just threw them outside. I ran out of room. But they're massive root ball down here. And they should just really take off and start producing peppers fast. And more onions. Yeah, I weeded these but didn't do a good job. So now I've got to go back through the onions and it's time to cut their tops off. I've got some blooming. I don't even know why. Well, I have some over here that are on their second year. Let's see. I've got herb starts coming because a lot of my seeds didn't make it. I do have oregano right there. I have... These are broccolis and watercresses and a bunch of perennial herbs. I'm waiting. There's dill that came up. I got shallots that I also need to weed and trim. Beets. They're the pretty multicolored beets. And along the fence is spinach planted under cauliflower. And then the red mustard is just gorgeous. I let my neighbor come over and pick kale. This is the first time I've grown it. I'm growing it for rabbit feed, basically. Although I might can some. Anyway, oh, the broccoli. Ta-da. Ta-da. And that's a clary sage. That's a borage. I'm waiting on my marshmallow. I have some wormwood coming up. We have some blueberries. The rabbits almost killed them, but they're coming back. I have some red lettuce hiding. This comfrey just takes over. It's really good for everything, though. And chamomile. There's some bok choy, some arnica, more little blueberries, more little tomatoes that are... These I'm growing for seed and early spring eating. There's a couple of parsnips in there. I have some peas coming up here. I think that's arugula. I'm not sure. More garlic, another parsnip. That thing's going to seed. That's a Chinese broccoli. That's what it's supposed to be. I don't know. Another endive. I had some extra. I just stuck a bunch of greens there. Radicchio. This is the endive. Silly me. Gave it to the neighbor. Feeding it to the rabbits. Okay. Oh, and my bed of garlic. We'll get it on the outside. Yeah, I gotta pick some asparagus. And get those damn onions planted. Today's onion day. Asha! Don't you want to catch you? Let's see. The goats like comfrey. This poor little tree. Oh my God. Let's see. We're fixing to do goat tie up. Oh, your fucking harness is almost... Oh, no, it's not. There you go. Hi, G. I bought collars and tie-ups. Hi, pigs. They're sassy. There's the babies. So they're growing really fast. Yeah. There's our new boar. Let's see, these two are boys. They're for eating. Mm-hmm. Look at that loin. Hey, Mama. That's her future husband, we think. It's working out. I know. I bought 5 new collars and 5 new tie-outs. And all the goats are going back here along the property line to weed, and that way we don't have to feed them all the summer. And the sheep are staying. Oh, the baby sheep. Let me get you the baby sheep. And the baby goats. We got some cute baby goats. Hi, Richard. There's Mama Goat. There's Richard the ram. There's Jane. She's about a month away. And then there's... Oh, no, that's Doe. Sorry. Doe is a month away. There's Jane and her two little Janes. Hi, Mama Jane. Hi, Mama Goat. Are you a spawn of Satan? Yeah, I know you are. Where are my babies? Sue? Oh, they're laying up there against the wall. You can't see them. Sarah, Sambo. They're the most gorgeous. Oh, there's Blondie and her brood. I hatched 9 of them out on the counter, and she was sitting on eggs. So I gave her the 9 babies that hatched and took her eggs, but I only got 3 of them to hatch. But they're in here with our meat chicks. I better hurry. Although the big garden's easy because we don't have a ton in there yet. Although it's coming. Okay, see, there's one of mine that I hatched out. They hatched out like 2 or 3 days before my meat chicks got here. We're trying a different one instead of the white Cornish crosses. We're trying the red Freedom Rangers. And they are growing extremely well. Plus, I have 5 Jackies and 5 Sasses. So 10 roos, 5 each of a different breed. They're really good looking chicks. I can't really tell them all apart yet. Some are red, some are more mottled, some are more white. But yeah, they're doing the meat chick thing still. Just eat, sleep. That's all they do. Anyway, here's an apple tree. I transplanted this maple here. There's a little apple that I started from seed. And there's another one. It looks really good. Yeah, we're going to tie the goats up, space them out. I think I got 15 foot. Uh-oh, pig fight. 15 foot tie outs. We're just going to move them around out here. Let them knock down that blackberry bramble. But yeah, that's an apple I started from seed. It's over 4 foot tall now. Little baby seed. Isn't that cute? Oh, and there's another one. It doesn't look real great. Anyway, here's the big garden. I'm trying to make that one like almost a perennial permaculture type garden. I'm letting things naturalize. So it's just taken a while to figure out where everything wants to come up. And it'll be different every year. Oh, I'm so glad I watered these yesterday. More red cabbage, red mustard, some green cabbages. I think those are late flat Dutch. 2 different kinds of eggplants, another mustard, and a little tiny tomato. I have beans. Oh, look, I have 1 up. 2 up. All right, 3. Sweet. I have 3 different kinds of green beans for canning. Oh, another one. A Maxibel is up. We're trying 2 new kinds and contender. I have them marked so I can tell. I'm thinking I'm going to really like them having in the weed blocker. I got 111 beans, I think Nick counted in there. That should be plenty. Then, in cages along the outside fence, we have tomatoes, which are really coming on. They looked horrible for a minute. I really shocked them. I threw them outside, stuck them in the dirt like 2 days later. Some of them didn't make it. Here's a free seed I got called 45-day tomatoes. They weren't kidding, man. Oh, and between these 2 rows, which need weeded really bad, I have Swiss chard and red beets. They're the kind of beets that I think they're the kind that's best to eat the greens, sort of like chard, because we love canned greens, just chard and beets. I don't know how many different kinds of peppers I have, but they're blooming. They look really good, despite the cold nights we had. Yeah, that one got broke yesterday, probably by a cat, a bird. God, that one's covered in blooms. Oh, and this tomato got broke off. There's a couple down here that I don't know that are going to make it. I have 2 cantaloupe there. And the potatoes, we're getting them healed up slowly but surely. There's potatoes and tomatoes in the middle. Here's some celery and an herb. I still need to plant. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's that helichrysum, that yellow flower everybody's going crazy over. Decided to grow some. Anyway, tomatoes, peppers, potatoes, more peppers. I hope you guys can see. I'm trying not to make you seasick. Oh, I got some hyssop. And I just replaced, these are tiny because they're replacements. Oh, this replacer is doing good. These two are replacers. I think they're celebrities. Doing good. There's my garden helper. Yeah, I need to get dirt on my potato. In these bare spots, I'm going to get rid of these weeds, but in the bare spots, I have huge sunflowers planted. On the trellis over here, we have cucumbers. We have some zucchinis, watermelon, cucumbers, cantaloupe, some weird red melons from Africa. Just kind of, I planted them thick and I planted them early because I haven't got a cucumber harvest in a couple of years. Watermelons. Hey, don't get under there. Get out of my sunflower hole. Anyway, that's the big garden. Oh, we're going to plant, I don't know, probably the corn out there in a big block just right here. Just in a big, like, 30 by 30 block of corn. And if it gets chomped by the deer, I'll share. This poor little pathetic pepper plant has blooms. Oh, there was another hyssop over there. Anyway, everything is growing. Oh, I'm going to reseed that weaning pen with oats and buckwheat. That way I have some grass. And if you leave dirt bare, Mother Nature will plant something. She just does that. Cashew! Those sheep are adorable. We can't decide whether we want to sell the goats or keep them. What you doing, Cashew? Anyway, that's the garden update for 2024 so far. Still have a lot of work to do. I best get on those onions. It's a perfect gardening day. Perfect temp, perfect wind, the sun's not being... Oh, I have horseradish. Trying to come back. I just sprinkled a ton of poppy seeds. I hope they bloom. Yep. That's all. My garden helpers. Anyway, I think we're going to like the weed block, especially out in the big garden. And it works in strips in my little tiny garden here. Tiny garden. It's just because I got all these perennials. You can't really disturb the earth, you know, when you're waiting on a big root system to come up. I have carrots here too. And up here. I had kale and fed it to the rabbits. I'm just going to pick leaves off of that kale. But this kale I pulled and planted more carrots. So I'll have early carrots, later carrots, and I'll probably plant a row of carrots out there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Billy broke his horn. We don't know how. Poor guy. He was gorgeous. Now he's got a crooked horn. I mean, he's still pretty. I do not know why my rabbits are not breeding. They're just probably too fat. I gotta get some fertilizer on the... Here's our neighbor's rooster. We lost all 3 of our roosters. Well, one of them was hers. To a fox, I think, or a neighborhood dog. And she had extra roosters, and this one just showed up and moved in. Haha. My little baby apple. Those are the tastiest apples. I see you under there, ladies. I mean, just delicious. Oh, Asha dog. She's going to get spayed the second. Mom's worried. Yeah, she's almost 5 months old. Oh, she's huge and gorgeous and very smart. And very, very, very sassy. She's a wench. You want out, Queenie? Little queen. Mine, Fiora. We call her Hitler because of her stash. Her name's Pistachio. Pistachio. Okay. Oh. And this thing, when I moved it outside, it got shocked because everything got thrown outside. And it lost all its leaves. It's coming back and blooming. You can't kill a citrus tree, I swear. I have been so mean to them. Anyway, I hope it didn't make you seasick. I got to get on these onions. I got to get those trimmed and weeded and get those planted. It's onion day. Well, for like the 3rd time this year. Oh, I forgot to show you the garlic. I assume you can see it in that outside bed. And there's some inside. Oh, and I got to get dirt on the potatoes. And I need to pick peas. Yeah, okay. Anyway, garden update 2024. I might shoot you. Oh, there's Tissy. They're so pretty. I might shoot you another video when things start coming in heavy. Like, you know, the tomatoes are red and we're digging potatoes and onions and picking beans and stuff. But we're getting it in the ground. We went a little early this year, hoping that we wouldn't lose everything. And thank God it worked out. So hopefully we can beat this Oklahoma heat because it's a killer. Hopefully I get some rain today. I'm sick of watering. Take care.